If you know me, I am very one for postcards. Like, it's traveling, it's just a small note, but it's a sign that you're thinking of someone. And I just think that, fine, you might not write letters and letters to someone, but everyone has time to send a postcard. Essentially, this video has morphed, so I'll just tell you the new structure. First, I will be talking about the giveaway because, as you will see from the video at the end, it's very, very difficult to place what's actually happening. Oh no.
So nice.
I should fucking.
No, but you're really polite. It's nice.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, so it's like if you watch my video on the, what do you call it? Me and Alara, we were at this space, discussing and debating about philosophy, about like, academia and stuff. And we also were kicked out at some point because it was an artist studio. So yeah, that's just like the life in Paris. I'll get to that. The second is I'll just like preface what the video was supposed to be about, and then after that, show you the video itself. So this is how the giveaway is gonna work. There are 6 designs. I am gonna somehow name them or number them on the side as I just go through them really quickly. And essentially, the 6 comments that, I don't know, catches my attention will win it, essentially. And you can tell me whether or not you want me to write something on it or if you want it blank, and then I'll just send it to you in a brown envelope. What I'm looking for in the comments essentially is anything. I will say that I definitely will prioritize people that I've seen before because this is a thank you for those who've been supporting me. But like, if you write why it is that a certain image speaks to you, or why it is that certain ideas that have been discussed on this channel have been interesting to you or helpful to you, that is essentially it. The selection is going to happen over the week, and I'm going to comment on comments that, have been selected. And if you're comfortable, send your address to Quinton's email, and I will have that in the description below. I am kind of worried about the whole idea of scam or whatever, but just use the email address that I comment or the one that's available in my description box on my YouTube channel. Without further ado, this is the first image, and it was taken in a sanitarium. It's on the outskirts of Berlin, and I just thought that, it is such a beautiful image because of kind of like how the space is no longer available to us, the kind of the high ceilings, the magnificently large windows, and also, the fact that they either left it in this state, which I don't know. I'm just wondering if they propped up like the dinner set. And also, this is just like a quick tangent into saying how it is that this image is actually the background image for this website that Joshua and I are designing. So again, thank you, Joshua. It's been a really fun process. Yesterday, I just gave him like about 7 applause for something that he did because I was just like, that blew my mind. So it's amazing. So yeah, that's the first image. The second image is if you watched my video on Can One Love Without Seeing? And it is from Cefalu. I just love keyholes like this, especially with the contrast of the vibrancy of the colors and the complete black. None of these photos have been edited out of this so-called naive purity, but also I just have a sense that the image that I took at the day is kind of how it is that my eyes are accustomed to the current light surroundings, whatever. I'm not a photographer, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the image or the settings that I chose is something that I want to share. And maybe in the future I'll mature and be like, no, it's totally fine to refine the image, but none of these images have been photoshopped. The next image is, this one was like special to me when I was like looking over at images that I want to share. And this one is from LA. It looks more majestic than it is, but it's actually the LA River, which is really dirty. But there was this bird that to me looks like a crane, and I really don't know if there are cranes in Los Angeles. What bird are you? If anyone wants to comment, if you're into like animals, let me know what bird this is. But essentially, yeah, I caught it in motion. I was thinking of a triptych, but it doesn't work in the postcard kind of setup. So we did like a diptych, and yeah, I just think that it has this sense of like outside of time, and it's just the bird, man. It's the bird, and also like, I don't know if you can see it, but here it's kind of a landmass that just like grew in the middle of the river, and it just gives like such a Japanese bonsai vibe. It's terrible in this recording and because it's matte, but once you get the postcard, you're going to see like how nice the lines are and like how crisp this bird is. Oh, the next one. So this is also from Berlin. I don't really remember which museum this was, but this guy, my guy, was in the perfect position. And yeah, I just really like the ambiguity of the light. Oh shoot, I gotta go to school. No. Okay, I gotta go to class. But yeah, so the next one, this is yeah, a guy in the museum. Really like the look of it. Blah blah blah. This one, if you watch my video on my postcard of Venice, I made it like members only because it was actually very, very personal because I wrote it to like two of my best friends essentially, and I just had like imagery for the Biennale, which was amazing. I didn't really like contemporary art, but anyway, my point is that this is you'll recognize this if you watch my video on Venice. Okay, and then the last image is actually super special to me. The images that are in black and white, I actually took them in black and white, but essentially it's what I used as the cover for my second book, The Illusion of I Love You. But then, as you can see, there are bleeds of color, and this was something that Joshua like pointed out to me, and I was just like, dang, that's so cool. So essentially, like, I think my camera like takes color and black and white at the same time. So this image is extremely, extremely special to me. And I don't know, just like mistakes are just so beautiful sometimes. It's like, it's insanity. And like, look at, I can't even describe it because my brain is like, you're gonna be late for class. So I can't really do too much of a preface because I really don't want to be late for class. But essentially, I wanted to just invite my friend Jenna, who is probably one of my most precious relationships that I have and that I've made in Paris, like also creatively. And she was just supposed to be there to talk about the postcards, but we ended up talking about our vision for storytelling. And it's a bit of a, I think it gives you a sense of like a day in a life in Paris, because I literally just went to the owner and was just like, hi, like, you know, I have this little YouTube channel. If I can just record while you're closed, because I thought they were open, but they were closed, and I'm just like, this is perfect. If I can actually record like a video and I mention like your restaurant, is that okay? And he's just like, yeah, okay. But yeah, I hope you find this helpful, interesting. I thank everyone for their support. I gotta go. Have a great day. Bye. Hi.
Hi.
So thank you for joining us. We're in this really beautiful restaurant that we both know about, and it's called
La Trattoria de Louis Marie.
What? How pretty is it? Okay, so we love Paris, but today we're actually going to talk about postcards. So I just received my first prints. I was thinking of doing a video by myself, but then I was like, why not ask Jenna to help me talk about my, you know, the stories behind the postcards, essentially. Do you want to introduce yourself before?
Yeah, so my name is Jenna. I also go to the Sorbonne, and that's actually how we met. We met in theater class, which is a little theater class that's linked to the Parisien.
What?
Oui, je sais. Pourquoi nous n'allons pas nous quitter simplement, tranquillement comme les autres? Parce que tu n'y es pas capable, tout simplement. Arrêtons. Non. Je t'en supplie, écoute-moi. Non, c'est trop facile d'arrêter maintenant. Trop facile, trop simple. Arrête-toi si tu veux, mais moi, non. Je n'arrête pas parce que je ne peux pas. Je ne peux pas parce qu'entre toi et moi, pour moi, c'est vrai. Tu comprends? C'est vrai. Pas faux. Non, vrai. Je suis vrai, et alors c'est pour ça que je n'ai pas le choix, mais ça, tu ne peux pas le comprendre. Quelle horreur! Oui! Quelle horreur! Quelle horreur de comme toi, je te plains! Tais-toi! Non! Je suis vrai, et c'est pour ça que je parle. Et je parlerai toujours parce que je suis vrai! Sûr! Rêve!
And so yeah, we just kind of hit it off. And so I studied cinema, 3 years of cinema major. And
She has a YouTube channel
I have a
she
YouTube
posts,
channel, yes.
and it was really cool because, sorry, can I?
Go ahead.
I'm
yeah,
just
sorry.
gonna interject. I think like when like Jenna said that we hit it off, it was really because we found complicity. Because I don't want to talk too much smack about the professor, but essentially like we agreed on a lot of things that we didn't think were, you know, we're both actors, we're both writers, we have a very specific point of view. We're both also, as you can tell, like really international. Can I say that you're half French, half
half
American?
French, half American, yeah.
Right. But I do think that you present so much more as American than
Really?
French. Yeah, I told you this before.
Yeah, you did.
But like, I mean, you know, American with the actual Parisian flair because she's actually has French blood.
French class.
The French class, yeah. But long story short, whatever, the reason why I think that Jenna is perfect to help introduce these photos with me is because we actually share a very similar point of view in storytelling. Oh, I forgot to mention this from the very beginning. it's also going to come with a giveaway. So I will explain more about the giveaway towards the end, but if you would like a postcard from me of like, you know, the making and also like for me to write something on it, please let me know. I just opened it. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that I will give Jenna one set because I printed 50 of them. This is the back. Sorry, just credit to Joshua. Thank you for the beautiful design.
Oh yeah, that's kind of classy. Oh, that's really pretty.
Sorry, I gotta focus. So, Joshua, thank you so much for helping me with everything. And also, Joshua's the one who's designing my website. So, thank you, Joshua.
Joshua's cool. Joshua's nice.
Yeah, I think you'll meet him. I think, you know, if he's down, because our project, we'll need a designer.
Oh, totally. I totally need a designer. Yeah.
This is a good conversation for another time.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, Joshua, for helping me set this, for telling me your opinion. Yeah. Thank you so much, Joshua. So there are 2 sets. I've printed 50. There are 25 designs. There's no time to talk about all 25 of them. So I'll give half of them to Jenna. And then for whichever one that Jenna stops at because she's impressed by them, I'll tell her the story behind it. Okay, wait. So this is different. All the ones that look the same. Yeah. Thank you for playing along. So I have half, you have half, but now they're in opposite orders, but we can do this. You take the time to look through them.
Salut.
Bonjour.
Ça va et toi?
Bonjour.
Ça c'est Wendy.
Enchanté, enchanté. So while you pick your top 3, I will talk a bit about what I want to talk about, I guess.
Okay,
so no
pick my top
to
3 on like in my own time. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just talk about it. So essentially, like I mentioned, these are images that I took from Italy, LA, Berlin, Sicily. If you watch some of my videos, I have like, you know, 3 or 5 minute videos where I take, you know, scenes of people just walking by. One of my favorites is called Aloneness. I think you watched that one, right?
Yes. You
Like
know, the square where
of
everybody is
Florence.
walking around.
Yeah.
No, I loved it.
Yeah.
The time that passed, the fact that we were just seeing one shot forced us to see the details and take time to like notice the small things. I really like that.
Yeah. And I think that's something that me and Jenna like talked about a lot as well, just like slowing down and paying attention to what it is that is in front of us.
Yes.
I got an email recently from someone that I wanted to collaborate with, and you know, she said like, okay, you need to send your question or this collaboration thing somewhere else. But she said that like my email sparked her curiosity and she watched my video, Can One Love Without Seeing, which Jenna also really liked. It's the Italy one.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, thank you. So, sorry, all of that being said is that she said that she really enjoyed the interviews of the Sicilian artisans, but she mentioned this word which was like, you know, I too want to, you know, document simple lives that, you know, the simple life that we often overlook. I was like, you know, if I can say, I would just like to say that I don't think that it's the simple life. I think that if we took the time to stop with this, you know, just simple progress towards what it is that we already know, like doing more and more of what we know, but actually spent more time discovering things that we do not know, but that are not new. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of pleasure and a lot of, you know, fun that is readily available to us if we don't just stick to what we know. We open our eyes and we look at things that are unfamiliar to us, but not new to anyone else other than us. So.
Very true.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think that you were listening to me. Yeah, so that is the main point about what it is that I'm trying to say. Oh, the boss is back.
Salut.
Salut, bonjour. I guess now we can start with your...
I would be happy to have one of a postcard too. It would be an honor.
You don't know how much they are yet.
Oh,
They're not
200? I'll buy 200. I'll buy it for sure. Sorry.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Parenthèse. Okay.
Parenthèse, what?
So, it was very difficult to choose these. Yeah, but this is one of the ones. Really?
This is also... Okay, sorry. I'll let you say why you like it.
So I'm gonna show it first, I guess.
I
feel like
Sorry, it's like we're all over the place.
All over the place.
Bonjour.
Oh, bonjour. Ça c'est juste mon frère et
Désolée, c'est comme chez moi. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're taping. It's a cluster
Taking a
pod.
YouTube video.
You want to say hi?
You can say hi.
You have to go around. So that's Jenna's brother.
This is my brother Matthew.
Your that's Matthew. He was just delivering the books.
The books,
Yeah.
yes, because I forgot them. Such a... C'est ton air.
What? Okay. Merci,
Thank you,
ciao.
Matthew.
Let's start again.
Okay.
So the first image that Jenna liked was this one. Jenna, why do you like this image?
I like this image.
You can look at it.
But kind of, yeah, it sparked my curiosity and attention because, well, it seems so calming, you know, with the brume, with the
mist.
the mist, and the mountains kind of far away. It kind of gave me a sense of peace and kind of also seems magical. It seems like c'est à part, c'est un monde à part.
What?
And I feel like there's like
C'est nous.
okay. C'est nous.
C'est nous le problème.
And I feel like yeah, I feel like there's a trace of humans, you know, with the boats and all that, but there's no humans there. Like it's kind of like there's an emptiness in it, and kind of like a sadness in it.
What?
But also a peacefulness.
I basically was walking through and it was raining, so that's why it was misty.
Oh.
And I sat next to this guy who basically was like, you know, trying to get me to go on his boat to have a tour. But it was just like a really beautiful moment because what happened was, like you said, like I just think that it was a very celestial environment a little bit. And like you said, the monde à part, I really felt that. And that's why I feel like Napoli is such a beautiful and special city. I have to go back. Napoli is Naples. Yeah, I think it was just like one of those things where I was just looking at the mist falling down. And then also like, you know, I'm hearing his radio like play on the side. This is also like the starting scene for the video of Can One Love Without Seeing It?
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That was the starting
That was the
video.
starting frame.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe
From
that's why like
Italy.
you have a bit
yeah,
of
maybe,
a
maybe my
relationship with
brain
it.
remembered it, and yeah, totally.
Okay, let's talk about the second image that you like.
Yes. Second, oh no, that's him. Second image. Well, start with this
I'm
one.
so happy you picked that one. Okay, you can. I'll show them. So it's this one. Okay.
So, well, I don't know. I feel like first aesthetically it's really interesting. Like how well it's all black except that little kind of tiny square, kind of like a window into life, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really good perspective. You know, you see like you see really far. Really interesting perspective, and just like it looks like I said, you're looking into a window of life. You know, you see people minding their business, doing their stuff. That guy who's standing debout kind of sparked my attention. I'm like, what is this guy thinking? Who is he? What's he doing there? And then the people walking, yeah, just the whole dynamism and the life of the scene, but also like how it's framed is perfectly made, perfectly done.
Perfectly done.
Yeah, perfectly done. No, it's it really touched me, this one. I really felt like being there. Yeah, but that's basically it.
How would you define like something that makes you feel like you're there, like the being there? Tell
How
me.
to define the feeling of being there? Is that my phone?
I don't know.
Oh no, I don't think so. So the feeling of being there, I think it's like not kind of a hypnotic state, kind of like, or like not hypnotic, but like I don't know. Maybe my senses wake up more, or I don't know, like not a longing. Maybe it's a small amount of longing to be there. Certain amount of joy, I guess. Like I don't know. It's a very complex question you asked me. The feeling of being there.
Ouais. C'est pas nécessaire d'avoir la réponse mano mano, mais c'est
Ouais,
juste.
si ça vient.
Ouais. Mais sinon, on peut revenir à ça.
Oui, on peut revenir à ça.
Ouais. Okay, donc the story about this, and I hope you can hear us with the microphones, but essentially the idea behind this is that this was taken in Florence. I love passageways, and there's another image that I have that has like another one. It's also in the video, Can One Love Without Seeing? 1 second. It's
another one. It's of the beach or the
yes, this one. So I think I've mentioned this like multiple times, but my dad's an architect. So something to me that is really important, and I've recently been speaking to this contemporary artist that you know about. Okay, but this is a story for another time. But he basically mentioned like the world of windows, le monde des fenêtres. And I just think that like, you know, with my dad, he said that fenêtre, and for me it also happens with doors or passageway, it's a way that we frame the world. So, so then think about like your house. Every window that you have is you making the world your artwork. Because
you're framing your vision, your vision of the world. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, because there was a huge slam. What Jenna said was you're framing your vision of the world through that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Framing your vision.
I guess like the last thing I just want to say is like this guy was on the phone, so I don't know, there's just something about like being a part of this like snooty person, like being a part of other people's worlds. But it's just being present while people are just doing things that they need to do to maintain this rhythm that they have in their life. It doesn't have to be spectacular, it just has to be relevant and important. And like while I was there, I just like listened to this like conversation in Italian, which I didn't understand at that point because my Italian wasn't that good. But yeah, I think like.
But it's not really understanding what matters, but like the feeling of authenticity, kind of like the really getting a snippet of their life. So it's just so enriching, just seeing a snippet of somebody's life.
What does that mean? Like enriching to see a snippet of someone's life?
Like I don't know, you hear conversation, you see like a little scene between two people, and you're just seeing like a snippet of their entire life, of like who they are as a person, like what their life is, and then you're just seeing a little part of that, of who they are. But it's actually pretty deep because it kind of gives you an idea of who they are.
Yeah, I think like what it makes me think of is like, you know, in life, like when we meet other people, like, you know, when me and Jenna were talking about like how it is that we want to shoot our project together, there was this time it's like, do we act as ourselves or do we act as a role? Because I said like we do roles, and I said like, but in the end we're always acting. Like how she is with her brother is different with me, how she, like me with my professor and me with her. So it's this idea that like when we get to participate in a person without them having a specific role against us. Like, you know, like they don't have this face of like how it is that they treat you, but it's because you're observing them playing something with someone else.
That's so true, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that barrier that
of
they
social.
create. Social barrier, yeah.
Because we're not playing the roles together.
Exactly.
They're
showing their face, another face that they wouldn't have shown us in.
Because it's not in relation to us.
Yeah, that's such a good way to see it.
So I do. Okay, so let's move on to the third and last image that you like.
Right.
Oh.
This one.
Okay.
This one. I really liked it.
I think I know which one to give you as a present.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I know, too.
Okay, why don't you talk a bit about it while I find it?
So yeah, this image really. Was really beautiful to me because one of the things that interests me most in storytelling and in movies is the relationship between two people, and especially old people or older people.
Why?
Because I feel like they've lived so much together and they've created such a deep bond that is so hard to express, and that's transcends a lot of barriers, like all obstacles, you know. Like one of my movies, entre parenthèses, there's a guy's love transcended death, you know, itself, because his wife passed away, but yeah, his love
Is this
stayed.
on your YouTube?
And that's on my YouTube, yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Amour.
I have something to watch tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
It's really short. It's really short watch. But yeah, it's that the concept of the love between two older people who've lived a long time together really touches me. It's really beautiful. À la fois très doux, kind of soft, but also kind of bitter. Not bitter, but like, you know, there's a lot of obstacles that they overcame and conflicts. But yeah, no, it's just something that moves me. And so when I see like a couple in the street, or doing something, or visiting something, or a couple where it's obvious they've been together a long time because they're really relaxed around each other. They're talking not to each other, but like kind of at each other. They're just like.
What do you mean talking not to each other but at each other?
Like I don't know. Then they're maybe speaking about mundane things that don't really matter, and the other one is kind of taking it in, but it's not like I don't know how to explain.
If it's easy to explain, then what we're doing is not interesting, I think. So don't worry about it.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
Genuinely.
Well, maybe scratch not to each other, at each other. I don't know. It's just. I don't know, their conversations are marked by so much time of knowing each other that, because I don't know, it's they speak about little small things that don't matter, and those type of conversations really touch me.
Can I add something?
Yes.
I think, like, you know, what could be interesting to consider, and this might not be what you're saying, is that maybe to us from the outside it looks like things that don't matter, but for them, because it probably has a lot of different symbolic meaning between the relationship that they've had with each other.
Right.
So from the outside it would be like, oh, it's really cute, they can talk about things that doesn't matter, but maybe in their world, based on how it is that they've created memories around these things that to us don't matter, is exactly the thing that holds their relationship that we cannot understand because we're on the outside.
That's true,
But
but
we can still feel.
I was kind of thinking of like everyday things, like, oh, I went to the market today, I saw Betty.
Yeah.
But I guess that could mean a lot in the couple, because
The symbolic value of that. I think, like, you know, when I think, like, we take for granted a lot, like, this capacity to age. Like, you know, you've already mentioned this about, like, how beautiful old couples is, because maybe the symbolic idea that despite all contingencies and despite all obstacles, they're still together. And I think, like, you know, the fact that you can talk about Betty 10 years into a relationship compared to 50 years into a relationship is very different.
That's very true, yeah. You know, it means, and maybe it can mean a lot to them because they really care about one another. So everything the other person says is amazing, beautiful, interesting.
And I think, like, you know, the only thing that's certain is change, and the fact that you have the capacity to have something that's the same. I think, like, a lot of people, like, really go like, oh, you know, like, I'm so bored, I'm in my habits or whatever. I think, like, there's a lot to be said about how much effort it takes to keep things the same.
Okay.
Against time.
Oh yeah, a lot of things that to keep things the same.
So, like, you know, we say, like, we love being in Paris or whatever. How much effort do you need to put into earning rent? How much effort you need to put into, like, you know, having the will to withstand, like, the challenges in the city to maintain the same thing of staying in the city that you love? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So on the outside, it looks like you're doing the same thing every day, but there are a lot of things that change on the outside that you have to adapt to so that you can keep things the same.
That's true.
So then to keep a relationship alive, there's so many things that you had to
adapt to that, yeah.
To keep this thing alive, to keep this capacity to talk about Betty.
That's very true, yeah. They have to work on keeping it stable, even though it looks easy, or it looks like, oh, they're so naturally together.
Simple,
so it's cute. They have a love that transcends everything. No, but it takes work to keep.
And it is something that transcends everything, but the work and the result is different for the people who are in it and the other people who are outside who are experiencing it as an outsider.
That's very true. The experience is totally different, yeah. I'm really seeing it with an outside point of view, maybe even romanticizing it a bit.
But that's the only way we can touch it, though.
Yeah, that's true. The only way we can...
Because it's not our experience.
Exactly. So right, yes.
Okay, wait, sorry. So let's just
Yes.
You have
that's
no
image.
comments about Arbeit macht frei.
Oh my god.
Do
No,
you
but
know
can I
what-
tell you
yes.
one thing that sparked my attention about this?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Is the barrier, the separation between the two people. Like, it looks kind of metaphorical, kind of like they're close to each other, but they're also separated by this barrier. So, could it be talking about their relationship? Is there tension between their relationship right now? Are they really actually together, or are they just in the same place together, looking at the same things? Yes.
I really like that because it's like, okay, they're close, but they're still not close enough to not have this barrier between them.
That's true.
And that's how I framed it.
Oh yeah.
That's how I framed it. No, but I think like, you know, it reminds me of the comments that you gave for my video on aloneness. Whether they're actually there or whether they're just physically next to each other. Because
Yes,
you said, like,
exactly, yeah. Whether they're like in their own world, just like physically visiting the same things together, or if they're actually like in union and like conscious that they're together or not.
Yeah, I think that's also, I don't want to go too much into it because you can just watch the video, it's there. But it's one of the questions that I asked, the difference between loneliness and aloneness. And yeah, that's part of it. So I think that's really interesting. I think like this is one of the few places that I've been to. If I can just quickly show one more photo that I took in that area that gave me the sense of the space. Did you see this, by the way?
I did, and I was really hesitating to choose it.
I don't know why.
So
Oh, do
pretty.
you want to show?
This image, really.
I don't know how many photos there are
really
because it's like
fantastic.
there are only supposed to be 2 copies, but then there's like multiple copies of the same one.
Yes, I did see multiple copies. Yeah.
So I have to check which one was not printed. But this was the other one that I was talking about. So this was at Stal. No, it's not. Basically, like this was an internment camp. I think it's quite clear.
The what?
Internment camp.
Shit.
You didn't know? Arbeit macht frei is.
I don't know German at all.
Oh, work sets you free. So this is like the thing that for the Jewish internment camps, the idea is that if you work, they'll set you free, but they don't.
So dark.
Yeah.
So bad. You know, actually, that's why I didn't choose this picture because it made me think of an internment camp. I was like, oh, this is a concentration camp. It's too
heavy.
Too heavy. It's not giving me the right emotions.
But I'm glad it gave you.
Yeah,
emotions.
it did give me emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, being disturbing, but I think sometimes you have to
It's important.
see things.
It's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like we have a tendency. I have a tendency too to like just avoid thinking about bad stuff or just like not wanting
just
to
you.
handle it. Yeah, but like it's good to remember it and to like still talk about it because it's part of our history and it's yeah, we can't ignore that it happened. It's also kind of disrespectful to them to ignore that happened. So.
Yeah, I think it's just a quick, like, I guess, philosophy plug. There's this thing by Yankelevich about unpardonable, like you cannot pardon, because it's talking about forgiveness. And he wrote something that was really interesting about how it is that to forgive in a way is not possible or is actually doing a disservice to a situation like this. Thank you for your time. I think that like we got actually really interesting conversations that I didn't expect.
Yeah, me
As
too.
you
I
should.
did not expect it to go so many directions. It was really interesting, really, really fun. I had a nice time.
Okay.
And thank you for introducing me to your YouTube channel. Nice to meet you.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in what it is that a person would do in as a student who graduated from La Sorbonne for cinema and film,
Yes.
go to her channel and also maybe keep an eye out for our combined channel.
Yes.
And again, with the giveaway, just write basically anything. And I think I will obviously have a bit of leanings towards the people who've been commenting for a long time because I would love to give back for all the support that I've been giving because YouTube's been pretty nice. I mean, it was difficult, the starting point, but right now, I'm really appreciative for all the support. But yeah, just write anything. I'll pick 3 or 5 people by the end of the week and I'll send it out. And I'm gonna give this to you. Do you want me to write something on it? Or do you want it?
Now
free?
that I know this is now that I know it's a concentration camp.
You don't want this one anymore. Do you want the other one?
Let me look at the wait.
The first one.
Ooh, this one. I
You
would
want that
love this
one?
one.
Okay, so this goes to Jenna. No one else can have this one.
It's just for me.
Yeah. I mean, you can pre-order it on the website, but for these original first prints, the first one goes to Jenna.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. This is for you.
Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.